Hi, this is Michael Jake with localmentor.com. I want to take a few minutes to show you how you can make a quick profit on a wholesale property. So we're going to take a look. This is a property I got under contract last Thursday evening, and we're less than a week later, and in a little while we're going to close and pick up about a $9,000 check, a little under $9,000. So I want you to take a look at how quick turn deals are done here. So this is the house. We've got a basic little right now it's a 2-1-1 rancher, and by 2-1-1 I mean it's got 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, and it's got a 1-car garage here. So obvious from the street here, you can tell the house needs a lot of fix-em-up. Okay, the yard's dead, definitely seen better days. Outside trim, a lot of beat up. The trim's busted. The roof line, wood's rotted. Let's go on in and we'll show you some of the rest. I actually found this house on the internet, but anyone driving down the road without computer or anything could identify this as an ugly property. And where there's ugly, there's opportunity. So bear with us. We're on the handy cam. I've got Platinum student Mike Michon being my amateur video guy today. But we're going to walk through here real quick so you can see what these properties look like. Now, this property was being rented. It had been kind of slowly run into the ground over time from not so great tenants. Obviously, what you can't appreciate from the video is the nice aroma of pet odor and urine and things like that. Now, that might not sound too attractive, but frankly, that kind of smell turns me on. That means opportunity. So let's take a quick look in here. You kind of see the carpet is just disgusting. It's filthy. It smells. The padding, I'm sure, is equally disgusting. We've got a kitchen that is fairly beat up. We've got no appliances. We've got some water leaks here. Now, the fridge was kind of cut in here to the cabinets, but the tile in the bathroom, which we'll see in a little bit, had kind of rotted through, so all this water has gotten in there and kind of rotted the wood. We've had some leaks in the past where you can see the roof in here has gotten obviously wet. There's been some moisture in here. Now, the roof has been redone. It doesn't look great, but the leak is fixed. The rotten wood has not been fixed. But the reality is, it's just wood. Just a couple of pieces of wood have this thing looking good as new. Let's go in here. Basically, the whole house needs new flooring. We need a new kitchen in here. Basically, I would just gut this entire thing. The plan would be to gut the entire flooring, repaint, recarpet, retexture, new fixtures. We've got some lovely, very dated fixtures here. We've got a ceiling fan here that's got about 16 layers of filth on it, but it doesn't cost any more to replace that disgusting one with a new one than a brand new one with a new one. Let's go on in here. Another kind of, I guess, the important rooms. We've got the kitchen. We're just going to put a new one in. Same with the bath. We've got a disgusting bathroom here. Very typical. This happens to be an estate property. A lot of bank-owned properties look like this, or at least the ones we buy. Got a busted out tile here. You got kind of a rusted tub. You've got a dated toilet. I won't show you what's inside there. Somebody left a surprise. But again, all this stuff cheap. New vanity. I mean, basically, you can replace this whole thing for $100 with the sink and the fixture at Home Depot. You got less than $100 for the toilet. You got about $350 on a tub. The tile work, basically, I'm just going to, a contractor, if I were going to keep this, a contractor here, just come in here, gut it, re-sheetrock it, put a whole new bathroom in. That usually costs us about $1,500. Sometimes we can get it down a little less, depends on who we use. Basic bedrooms here. Again, need some new doors, paint, texture. Windows, the whole house could pretty much use windows. The original one, actually they're not original, but they're still single pane aluminum windows, which are terrible. Just by adding some cheap vinyl windows, increase the efficiency. Big upsell in this area. So that is pretty much it. We do have one more bedroom over here. Nothing special, not a lot to do other than normal. And this, let's go back out into the living room, and I'll show you. This was initially a 3-bedroom plan. Right now, they've cut out the bedroom that was right in this section here to have a much bigger, I guess, living room, family room, dining room area. So ultimately, you could add another bedroom here just by adding a wall and a door and a closet, and you've got a 3-bedroom house, or you leave it as a 2-bedroom. Now, here's the deal. Last Wednesday, I found this on the internet. Found the lead on the internet. I called the phone number. Thought I was going to talk to an owner. I ended up talking to an agent, which I don't normally cold call agents, but anyway, I had him on the phone. He told me about the property. So I said, well, I got to go down there anyway. I was looking at another house, so I just swung by here, took a look at it, just looked in the empty windows, didn't even get a chance, and ultimately called him back, made him an offer of $50,000. Property was initially on the market at $89,000. They dropped it to $75,000, which should have shown up on a lot of people's radar. But still, it was still sitting here. There wasn't even a sign in the yard, believe it or not. But I came by, made an offer of $50,000, asked him for in the ballpark. They gave me, a couple hours later, he gave me a verbal counter at $60,000. And I said, well, can I meet you there and let me take a look at the inside? Now, do I need to look at the inside? I mean, if it's your first one, go take a look at the inside. But what I was really wanting to do is just build some rapport with the agent, okay? I really didn't want this house for any more than $50,000 because I want to have a couple of exit plans. And my primary exit was just to sell to somebody else for more, which is exactly what we're doing. I made him the offer again after I verified it, made sure he walked through, made sure I showed him everything that needed done, showed him what the comparable sales were looking like, and gave him the initial $50,000 all cash offer, and I gave him another offer at $55,000 in 2 weeks. Ultimately, they took the $50,000, closed in 2 days. I let him write it up. We faxed some paperwork back and forth. I closed on it on Monday. Simple as that. Now, let's back up a couple of days. Thursday night, contract signed. Contract to the title company. I shot an email out to a couple of people on my buyer's list. Friday, I showed up here, let everybody in to take a look at the property. Everybody that saw this wanted it. And basically, it was a feeding frenzy. I took the first guy that showed up because he had first dibs. And ultimately, we did have some financing issues. So his hard money lender backed out at the last minute. So instead of delaying the closing, which I could have done, because I had the ability, I closed on the house cash myself. Done deal, kept my word with the agent. I'm building my reputation with this person because it's the first time I've done a deal. So ultimately, I'm looking to do future business with this person. Did it cost me a little bit of my profit? A little bit, but it's worth it in my opinion for the future business. Now, in a little bit, we're going to go to close, and I'm flipping this to buyer number 2, who didn't get the deal, but was still here, still saw it, still wanted it. And we're going to the title company here shortly. We're going to show you, as long as the closer doesn't freak out on us, we're going to videotape the closing and show you how quick an all-cash close does and how quick you're going to make nearly $9,000 profit on a house I had absolutely no work in. I had the time of the phone call, driving by it initially, going back to meet the agent, and going to close. I've got less than 3 hours in a deal that's going to yield nearly $9,000 in profit. Not a bad partial day's work. All right, so we'll see you here shortly at the title company.